Right. Now check this out. About to drop some science on all of y'all. You see, it's about nutrition. So pay attention. Class is in session. Back in the day when I was young, it didn't matter at all. What I was putting in my body, it was kinda naughty. Like an episode of CSI, chalk lines and investigators calling me the perpetrator. See, there's a battle going on inside of me because of my lifestyle. Hey, yo, I couldn't see. Free radicals acting like the cannibals. They taking sabbaticals, breaking all their brass knuckles. Now I'm the new sheriff in town with my big shotty badge, gunslinging. Now you know I'm bringing, locking and loaded just for my protection. Capping all the radicals in rapid succession. Now I'm feeling extraordinary. Loaded up with antioxidants, going cellular vitamins and minerals, making me sweet. Check it out. I got you Sonic in me.
I got you Sonic in me, yeah. And everybody can see, yeah. I got a new energy, I got you Sonic in me.
Everybody singing with me.
I got you Sonic in me.
Everybody feeling the beat.
I got you Sonic in me. I got a new energy.
That's why I'm feeling complete.
And everybody can see.
I got you Sonic in me. Every single day when I roll out, now my AM packet and I stroll out. Shake it like it's Nutrimeal, shake it, shake it. Now I'm on my game as I go out. Wait, hold up, I almost forgot. Gotta bring it back before I hit the spot. Biomega's definitely something on my list. Gotta get my fatty acids from the power of the fish. Okay, here's the situation. So better that I knew how to regulation, competition, irritation, led to medical evaluation. Finally the culmination, Fibergy's the revelation. Now I feel like a brand new me. Pro-flavin off of pussy, yes, got to be. All this in my body that you just can't see. I told you before, I got you Sonic.
I got you Sonic in me, yeah. And everybody can see, yeah. I got a new energy, I got you Sonic in me.
Everybody singing with me.
I got you Sonic in me.
Everybody feeling the beat.
I got you Sonic in me. I got a new energy.
That's why I'm feeling complete.
And everybody can see.
I got you Sonic in me. It's Mega 8, it's Active boosted up with the flavor. It's sunset, Biomega, pure resting while resetting. It's going on, vitamin D, Ginkgo PS, that's my style. It's Nutriment, it's Fibergy, it's a red tree inside of me.
I got you Sonic in me.
Inside of me,
And everybody can see.
inside of me, inside of me,
I got a new energy.
inside of me,
I got you Sonic in me.
it's inside of me. Everybody singing with me,
I got you Sonic in me.
everybody feeling the beat.
I got you Sonic in me. I got a new energy.
That's why I'm feeling complete.
And everybody can see.
I got you Sonic in me.
I got you Sonic in me, yeah. And everybody can see, yeah. I got a new energy, I got you Sonic in me.
I got you Sonic in me.
All right, so indeed, no, USANA is inside of us, and that's why welcome everyone to Wellness Weekend Talk. This is Nina Cordon, your corporate pharmacist all the way from Davao City.
And I'm James Lariosa, your corporate pharmacist all the way here from Makati office. Ayan. Ninya, may tanong ako sa'yo. Kamusta ang puso ng isang Ninya Cordon?
So ba yan, Tito Boy? Anyway, happy Valentine's, James, no?
Happy Valentine's sa'yo, Ninya. And sa lahat ng mga viewers natin ngayon, happy Valentine's po sa inyong lahat. Ayan.
Yes, no?
Kamusta ang puso? Di ba?
Yung
Kamusta ang puso?
naman, kasi nakapag-cardio ako kanina eh. Nag-workout ako.
Yes.
Okay naman.
Literal na okay ang puso ng isang Ninya Cordon.
Since it's Valentine's, ano ba yung
Yes, oo.
today?
Sorry?
Ano yung plano mo today?
Okay. Bukod sa magturo, no, sa ating mga audience, no, syempre merong konting, alam mo na, since tayo ay in love. Ayan. At syempre, no, before tayong lumayo pa sa ating usapan, Ninya, ayan, our topic for this wellness weekend is with regards, no, sa ating puso.
Mhm.
No? regards sa heart, no? Okay bang heart ng ating mga audience, di ba? Ayan.
Sige. Kaya nga, James, yung topic natin, no, it's very interesting and I believe most of us, no, ay talagang makaka-relate, no, when it comes to high blood pressure or hypertension, no, marami po tayong dapat malaman, no, on how to, identify if we have this kind of condition or any loved one that we have sa family. And so, to talk about our hypertension 101, no, let's have James Larioza. Take it away, James.
Alright. Ayan. So, in this segment, ako naman yung unang magdi-discuss. Ayan. Okay naman yung slides ko, Ninyan.
You need to...
Full screen na lang.
Oo.
Ayan. Alright.
Yes.
Ayan. No? So, sabi nga kanina, no, our topic no, for this wellness weekend is with regards to high blood pressure. No? Kasi ang high blood pressure is very common na sa ating mga Pilipino. No? Siya isang silent threat no sa ating kalusugan or sa ating health, no. Kaya siya tinatawag na silent killer, no. But before we proceed no dun sa core ng ating topic, no, let us discuss muna kung ano ba or kung sino ba no yung silent killer na tinatawag natin, no? Or yung hypertension. Hypertension or also known as high blood pressure, no, occurs when the force of blood against your artery walls is consistently too high, no. Ibig sabihin, mataas yung flow, mataas yung pressure dun sa ating artery wall, no? Kaya mataas yung pressure na nare-read ng ating BP apparatus, no? It can be caused by various factors, no? Number one dyan is yung lifestyle, no? Unang-una yan, no? It can be lifestyle. Second one is the genetics, no? Pwedeng namamana, pwedeng hereditary. Second is the obesity and yung stress, no? Factor din yung obesity and yung stress, no, especially environment stress na nararanasan natin every day. Also, hypertension is a dangerous kasi no, it can increase the risk no nung ating heart disease and stroke. No, number one po yan. And other health related problem na merong kinalaman sa puso or heart disease na tinatawag. No? And this is the reason no, kung bakit or bakit ba no dangerous no or life threatening yung ating yung hypertension or yung high blood pressure, no. Yung with regards naman sa heart disease, no, it increase kasi yung risk ng heart disease and stroke, no, because high blood pressure, it makes the heart pump harder, no, which can lead to heart failure na tinatawag natin, no. Or heart attack or irregular heartbeat na tinatawag or yung arrhythmia no in medical terms. It can also cause left ventricular hypertrophy no yung tinatawag natin sa medical term or yung pagtiken or pagkapal ng ating heart muscle no making making our heart less efficient no kaya number one dyan is yung heart disease and stroke no. It can also increase no the risk nung kidney damage no pag tayo ay merong high blood pressure. It is because number one is kidney no siya yung nagfi-filter ng waste in mga excess fluid dun sa ating katawan no. But high blood pressure can damage the kidney's blood vessels no yung ugat dun sa ating kidney. Bakit sir? Anong kinalaman ng high blood dun sa kidney damage? It is because no yung pag nagkaroon tayo ng kidney damage or kidney failure or automatic kadugtong po niyan is yung pagkakaroon ng high blood pressure or pagtaas ng presyon ng ating dugo no which is later i-discuss ko kung bakit no. And if tayo ay merong CKD or yung chronic kidney disease no kadugtong po yan no ng pagkakaroon natin ng high blood pressure or pagtaas ng presyon ng dugo natin. Next is yung vision loss or pagkawala no nung paningin natin or panlalabo no. It is because of yung hypertensive retinopathy rather no na tinatawag natin no. Kasi po pag high pressure yung high pressure or yung dugo natin no, it can damage the tiny blood vessels dun sa eyes natin no. Kasi we have lots of tiny blood vessels dun sa eyes sa mata natin no leading to blurry vision no. Especially pag pumutok yan or pag nasira yan no doon nagkakaroon ng blurry vision or bleeding or even blindness or pagkabulag no pag sobrang lala no nung nangyari sa atin. Next is with regards naman dun sa ating cognitive decline, no? It is because of the stroke, no? If nagkaroon tayo ng stroke and brain damage, no? Excessive pressure po kasi can weaken or pinapahina niyan or binablock niyan no, yung artery dun sa ating utak, no, sa brain natin. And increasing the risk of stroke, no? Pwedeng ischemic stroke or hemorrhagic stroke na tinatawag natin. Also, chronic um, hypertension no may contribute dun sa pagkakaroon ng cognitive decline or pagbaba ng memory natin, no? And also dementia, no, may kinalaman po 'yan because it reduce the blood flow dun sa utak natin, no? Once na ma-reduce or mabawasan yung blood flow sa utak natin, it can affect no yung cognitive function no nung ating ugat, rather nung ating brain, no? So yun yung mga four reasons no kung bakit nagkakaroon tayo nung heart disease, kidney damage, vision loss, and cognitive decline. It is because of the high blood pressure lang. No? And also, there are causes no, and risk factor kung bakit tayo na high blood. Meron dalawang two main causes. Number one yan is yung modifiable na tinatawag natin. And the second one is yung mga non-modifiable factors. No? When we say modifiable factors, this is the condition that can change or control to influence an outcome. Or in short, no, pwede nating ma-prevent, pwede nating mabago, no? Pwede nating maiba yung magiging outcome, no? Yun yung modifiable, no? Number one dyan, or unang-una dyan is yung pagkakaroon ng poor diet. When we say poor diet, no, ito yung too much consumption ng salt, no? High in salt and low in potassium. No? Lack of physical activity, excess weight and obesity, smoking and alcohol consumption. No? Yan yung mga pwede nating mabago no, na risk factor or causes. Kasi, yan, sabi ko nga yung poor diet, no, pag high salt po kasi, no, it attracts waters. O yung tinatawag natin, salt retains waters no, in medical term. No? Kasi pag kumain tayo or if you eat no, too much salt, or mga salty na pagkain, no, your body holds onto water or nag-hold siya ng extra water, no, para ma-dilute or para ma-release or ma-excrete or matanggal sa katawan natin yung maraming salts, no? Ito, kaya tayo na high blood or kaya tumataas yung presyon ng dugo natin. It is because no, pag nag-increase yung volume ng salt dun sa katawan natin, nag-i-increase yung blood, or rather pag nag-increase yung volume ng salt, magi-increase yung volume ng water, di ba? Kasi nga salt, it attracts water. And pag nagkaroon tayo ng excessive amount ng water doon, yung volume ng blood, tumataas rin yung volume ng blood doon sa ating mga ugat or sa bloodstream natin, no? Kaya tumataas yung pressure against the artery wall, no? Pag tumaas yung pressure noon sa artery wall natin, no? Kaya yun yung nag-lead nung pagtaas rin ng blood pressure. Tandaan natin, no, dugtong-dugtong yan. Pag mataas yung salt sa katawan, tumataas yung level ng water sa katawan natin. Pag tumaas yung level ng water, tumataas yung volume ng blood sa bloodstream, kaya tumataas yung pressure against the artery wall, no? Which rise the blood pressure. No, ayan. And next naman dyan is yung ating lack of physical activities. So bakit tayo high blood pag meron or pag kulang no yung physical activities na ginagawa natin sa araw-araw? It is because no it weakens yung ating heart. Tandaan natin that heart is a muscle, no? Like any other muscles, no, it needs irregular exercise para mapanatili nating strong or matibay yung ating muscles or yung especially yung ating heart, no? And pag meron tayong lack of exercise, no, yung ating heart, no, nagiging less efficient po kasi siya. No, pag naging less efficient siya, by pumping the blood, no, na-force po siya na magtrabaho. Pag, tandaan natin, pag humina yung muscle, especially yung heart, no, mag-extra effort si heart para magpump ng dugo and oxygen and para masupplyan yung ating buong katawan. No? Kaya tumataas yung blood pressure natin. No? Ayan. No, and same with the excess weight and obesity. No, yung excess weight and obesity po kasi nagli-lead to hypertension. Because physical inactivity increase the risk of weight gain, sabi ko nga, which can lead to obesity. No, dugtong-dugtong rin po siya. And excess weight puts extra strain on the heart, no? O kumbaga extra work nga, no? That can increase the volume of blood circulating, which can rise yung ating blood pressure, or which can rise the blood pressure ng ating katawan, no? Those are the modifiable factors, no, kung bakit tumataas yung blood pressure natin, no? Punta naman tayo dun sa mga non-modifiable, no? Sabi ko nga kanina, modifiable, ito yung mga pwede nating ma-prevent pa, no, or mabago yung outcome, no? When we say non-modifiable naman, ito na yung mga hindi na natin pwedeng ma-prevent, no? Yung for example diyan yung age, 'di ba? Hindi naman natin na pwedeng ma-prevent yung pag-increase or pagtaas ng ating age, no? As we age kasi, no, the risk no increase ng pagkakaroon ng ating high blood pressure because numinipis yung ating bloodstream, numinipis yung ating mga ugat, and mas madali or mas nahihirapan mag-pump yung ating puso, no? Family history, no, high blood or hypertension is pwedeng naman, no? Because of the genes ng family mo, no? Ethnicity and other chronic conditions, no? For example, diabetes, heart disease, and kidney disease, no? Ayan, yung mga non-modifiable factors natin. Ayan. So, may mga nagtatanong, Sir James, ano ba yung common, no, na side effect, rather yung signs and symptoms nung high blood pressure or yung hypertension, no? Ang symptoms po ng normal hypertension or high blood pressure is madalas asymptomatic po, no? Madalas walang sintomas, no? Hindi natin nalalaman o hindi natin malalaman na tayo ay high blood na pala or mataas na yung BP natin kung hindi pa tayo mag-BP, no? Kaya po siya tinatawag na silent killer, no? It is because madalas asymptomatic, no, yung pagkakaroon ng hypertension. Magkakaroon ka na lang ng signs and symptoms pag ikaw ay nasa severe, no, cases na. So ano-ano yung mga signs and symptoms pag ikaw ay meron ng severe cases ng hypertension? Number one dyan is yung headache. Diba? Sumasakit yung ulo natin. Dizziness, medyo nahihilo tayo. Blurry vision. No, ito medyo severe na nga ito pag ikaw ay nag-shortness of breath na, nahihirapan ka ng huminga, and nagkakaroon na ng chest pain. This is because nag-extra effort na yung ating heart sa pag-pump ng dugo, no, para masupplyan yung ating buong katawan. No? Yun yung mga signs and symptoms. Tandaan natin, if medyo nakaramdam na tayo, no, nung signs and symptoms, medyo severe na or medyo siguro parang nandoon na tayo sa stage 2 or 3 level, no, nung hypertension. No? Ayan. So, mamaya ipapakita ko kung ano ba yung mga level, no, ng hypertension. But before that, kamustahin naman natin yung hypertension sa mga Pilipino. No? Gaano ba ka-life-threatening yung pagkakaroon ng high blood or mataas na presyon ng dugo sa mga Pilipino? Based on the World Health Organization noong 2021, more than 700 million po, no, yung mga Pilipino na merong untreated hypertension. Isipin niyo kung gaano karami, no, yung Pilipino noong 2021 pa to, ha, yung merong untreated hypertension, no? And also the number of adult aged 30 to 79 years old with hypertension has increased from 65 million to 1.28 billion last 30 years lang po. Isipin niyo yung increase, no, yung percentage na tinataas nung mga taong nagkakaroon ng hypertension, no? Halos dumodoble po, no? This study is based on the World Health Organization and Imperial College of London joint press release, no? Ayan. So paano ba natin malalaman, no, na tayo ay meron ng high blood pressure? Since sabi mo nga, Sir James, asymptomatic po yan. We need to regular blood pressure monitoring, no? Essential po yan, no? Dapat nga every household na merong BP monitoring, kahit yung automatic lang, no? At least kahit papaano mamomonitor natin, especially if yung parents niyo, yung mga lolo-lola niyo is merong hypertension, no? At least kahit papaano meron tayong isang BP aparato sa ating mga bahay para ma-monitor natin, no, yung ating blood pressure. No? Ayan. And these are the healthy and unhealthy blood pressure range. No? This is based on the American Heart Association or yung AHA na tinatawag natin. No? Sabi dito, if meron kang less than 120 over less than 180 na systolic and diastolic, ayan, for a while, medyo nawala yata yung share screen ko. Ayan. Ayan, okay na, no? Tapos based nga no, sa American Heart Association, ang normal blood pressure natin is at least less than 120 over less than 80, no? The systolic and diastolic numbers, no? Nung ating BP apparatus, no? And if you have 120 to 129 over less than 80, no? Kahit papaano elevated na yung blood pressure natin, which is pasok pa rin naman sa normal range. And it is depends pa rin sa age po natin. No? And pag ikaw ay meron ng 130 to 139 over or 80 to 89 systolic and diastolic, no, ikaw po ay pasok na sa stage 1 hypertension. No? At least kahit papaano magpa-check up ka na sa doktor, no, para maresetahan ka na ng kung anong lifestyle ang pwede mong gawin, kung anong pwedeng baguhin sa lifestyle mo, or at least kahit papaano maresetahan ka na no, ng mga medication natin na for to lower yung blood pressure. Next is pag nagkaroon ka na ng 140 or higher, no, over 90 or higher, yung systolic and diastolic, ikaw ay stage 2 hypertension na. No? Medyo alarming na po yan. No? Kasi especially if ikaw ay medyo bata pa, no? Medyo alarming na yung ganyang BP. No? And if you have naman higher than 180 over higher than 120 systolic and diastolic, no? Ikaw po ay nagkakaroon na, no, ng tinatawag natin hypertensive crisis, no? This hypertensive crisis po is very life-threatening, no? Nakakamatay na po ito, no? Pwedeng kasunod nito is stroke na, pwedeng kasunod nito heart attack na, or any other comorbids na pwedeng mangyari sa iyo. Kaya ikaw ay mas magandang magpa-consult na sa doctor immediately or magpa-ER na tayo if ganito yung BP natin. No? Ayan. So those are the stages, no, ng ating or ranges, no, ng ating blood pressure, no. Ayan. Ayan. So if no ikaw ay nakita mo no yung range ng iyong blood pressure is pasok doon, no. There are some lifestyles no, na kailangan nating mabago, kailangan nating baguhin no, to prevent no, yung pagtuloy-tuloy ng ating high blood pressure. Number 1 dyan is yung ating healthy diet. At least kahit paano increase natin yung intake ng potassiums, no? And those mag-take tayo ng mga potassium-rich foods, no? Number 1 yan, banana, spinach, and some other green leafy vegetable. No? Eat more whole grains, fruit, and vegetables, no? And reduce natin yung pag-intake ng salt. No? Sabi ko nga kanina, pag maraming salt sa katawan natin, it attracts water. And pag maraming water sa katawan natin, it attracts no, yung pressure dun sa ating bloodstream. No? Next is yung physical activities. At least 30 minutes no, of moderate exercise most days no, for of the week. No? At least kahit paano everyday 30 minutes naglalakad, nagjo-jogging or nagwo-walking. No? Also is next is yung ating weight management. No? Maintain a healthy weight to reduce yung strain. No, strain ng ating heart. No? And may papakita ko sa inyo. No? Ayan yung healthy BMI natin. No? Or yung weight no in specific age and height. Ayan, screenshot nyo na lang no, para maging aware tayo no doon sa ating weight and height. No? Ayan. Next is meron tayong tinatawag na medical management. Medical management naman, ito na yung kinakailangan na natin ng medical attention. Number 1 dyan is magkakaroon ng prescription medication. No? And those prescription medication is dapat advised no, by healthcare providers, especially nung ating doctors. No? And regular visits sa doctors and blood pressure monitoring or checks. No? And dapat we adhere dun sa prescribed treatment na binigay ng doktor natin and lifestyle changes kung may pinapabago din sa lifestyle natin. No? And when lifestyle changes aren't enough doon sa ating pagpapa-check up. No, there are some medications na no na ibibigay yung ating healthcare provider, especially yung ating doctors. No, there are some medications no, na nakakapagpababa or nakakapagpa-lower ng ating blood pressures. No, we have at least 5 no, hindi ako nasama dito. Number 1 diyan is yung diuretics na tinatawag natin. Diuretics is a drug classification no, to lower yung ating BP o yung ating blood pressures. Diuretics or other term neto or also known as water pill na tinatawag natin na tumutulong to lower the blood pressure no, by reducing the amount ng fluid and sodium doon sa ating katawan no, or doon sa ating bloodstream. No? Pag bumaba yung fluid and sodium doon sa ating bloodstream, dito tumutulong or nadidecrease no, yung pressure doon sa ating blood vessel walls. No? Yun yung ginagawa ng ating diuretics. No? In short, papaihiin tayo ng papaihiin neto. No? I-excrete natin lahat ng fluid no, through urination no, sa pag-ihi no, para bumaba yung BP natin. Next is we have ACE inhibitor na tinatawag. Ito yung, or yung angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitor na tinatawag natin. No? Ito namang group of drugs na ACE inhibitor naman, pinapababa nito yung BP natin by relaxing the blood vessels. No? And by reducing the fluid retention na tinatawag natin. Same with diuretics, no? Pinapababa niya yung fluid retention. No? And also, binablock nito o inaharangan nito yung production ng angiotensin 2 na tinatawag natin. No? When we say angiotensin 2, ito yung hormones, no? A hormones that normally narrows the blood vessels. No? Ito yung hormones na nagpapasikip no? Or nagpapaconstrict ng ating blood vessel. Siyempre, pag kumonstrict or sumikip yung blood pressure o yung ating blood vessels, no? Bibilis o tataas no yung pressure ng ating dugo. Kaya tayo hina-high blood. No? So, si ACE inhibitor, pinaparelax niya no, yung ating blood vessels. No? Ayan, para hindi mag-increase yung blood pressure natin. Next is we have beta blockers naman, no? A group of medication or group of drugs. The beta blockers naman, it reduce the blood pressure by slowing the heart rate and it reduce the force of the heart contraction. No? Or binabawasan niya no, yung pagtibok na mabilis ng ating puso. No? Which can decrease the amount of work ng ating heart or ng ating puso. They also help to relax no, yung ating mga blood vessels para ma-improve yung blood flow sa ating katawan. No? Para hindi rin tumaas yung ating blood pressure. No? Ayan. And lastly, we have CCB, no? Kung yung tinatawag namin sa pharmacy, yung CCB o yung calcium channel blockers natin, no? Na group of medicine or group of drugs, no? Ito namang CCB o yung ating namang mga calcium channel blocker naman, no? Nag-work to by blocking the calcium itself, no? Na hindi makapasok dun sa muscle cells ng ating puso or ng ating heart, no? And sa ating mga blood vessels. Pag nakapasok kasi yung calcium dun sa ating heart, sa ating muscle heart, no? It can contract no yung ating muscle in ating mga blood vessels, no? So si calcium channel blockers or si CCB, pine-prevent yan na makapasok yung calcium, no? To ma-prevent no yung excessive contraction and allow for better blood flow no, dun sa ating mga blood vessels, no? Ayan. And no, since sabi ko nga kanina, over 700 million no, mga Pilipino na merong hypertension no, na untreated. No? Magsama-sama po tayo na and samahan nyo kami no, to take control no, dun sa ating mga heart health. No? So paano kami makakatulong, Sir James? No, number one dyan is at least stay informed about your health. No? Kahit hindi lang rin sa atin, syempre sa mga mahal natin sa buhay, sa mga kapamilya natin. No? Dapat alam natin no, yung status ng ating health. No? Also, make small changes every day. Paano po yan, Sir James? No? At least, no, kung hindi tayo nakakapag-exercise 30 minutes a day for 1 week, no? At least kahit paano simulan na natin ngayon. Diba? Kahit small steps lang. Diba? Para ma-prevent natin yung pagkakaroon ng ating hypertension or high blood pressure. And lastly, empower yourself to prevent or manage a high blood pressure. Ayan. Now, if you have other concerns no, with regards to these discussions, no, you can comment here sa ating Facebook post. And for some other supplement naman or pwedeng makatulong no, dun sa ating pag-control no, ng ating hypertension or high blood pressure, nandito si Nina Cordon ng Davao para i-discuss sa inyo yan.
Right. So thank you so much, James. Marami ba tayong natutunan dun sa kanyang discussion, no? Kung Ano ba yung root cause? Ano ba yung mga non-modifiable and modifiable factors, no, that can contribute to hypertension? And ako personally, since we are in the medical field, we have encountered a lot of cases, no, of hypertension. And you know what? A simple hypertension, uncontrolled and managed hypertension can lead to serious complication. Diyan po usually nagsisimula ang mga ibang cardiovascular diseases, no? Hindi lang po siya kasi na-manage, hindi po siya naagapan. And so here in USANA, we don't want to put this kind of idea in you na through supplementation lang talaga tayo gagaling, or we don't need to be treated by our medical doctors, but we want you to understand that holistically we need to do something, not just supplementation, not just to treat it with our prescription medication, but you know, we need also to exercise, to eat well, especially our diet, no, and manage our stress, to sleep well, quality sleep po talaga, and of course, no, we can support our health through supplementation. And that's why our product highlight, no, for today is our Coquinone 30. But before I could discuss about this product that we have in USANA, I just want to make a disclaimer, no, that the product that I will be discussing here is not used to treat, cure, mitigate, or you know, to bring this kind of cure to our hypertension, but it is just used to support our health, and not just our heart, but you know, other parts of the body as well. And so, let's talk about first our coenzyme Q10. So, ano ba yung coenzyme Q10? So, this coenzyme Q10 is found in almost every cell in the body. Kaya nga under siya sa ubiquinone category. Ibig sabihin, it is present everywhere. So the role of this coenzyme Q10 is that it acts as a coenzyme. Ibig sabihin, tinutulungan niya i-prepare yung katawan natin, specifically the cellular reactions for energy production, for growth and maintenance. And aside from being a coenzyme, it functions also as an antioxidant. Ibig sabihin, it protects the cell from oxidative stress caused by energy production. And, you know, as we age, bumababa po kasi yung production ng ating coenzyme Q10 in the body. And that's why it is considered conditionally essential nutrient. And saan ba natin pwedeng makuha si coenzyme Q10? No, kung kukunin natin siya sa diet, you know, it can be obtained through those different food sources. And if we cannot do that, no, if we cannot eat those food sources every day, then we can get it from supplementation. So aside from those things that I have mentioned, one of the roles of coenzyme Q10 is that it acts, you know, as a conditionally essential nutrient to us. No, so ibig sabihin nito, like for example, yung mga vitamins natin, di ba kailangan galing siya sa kinakain, sa food, or sa supplements, because the body cannot produce them. So, yun ang tinatawag natin na essential. But CoQ10 is not essential since the body can produce it, at least no, during certain life stages. So, yung natural coenzyme Q10 production declines with age. Although, the body needs remain constant, no? So, yung kabataan natin siguro around 20s, talagang napaka-energetic, no, ng ating katawan. We can do a lot of things, no? Parang hindi bumababa yung energy level. But then as we age, wala na yung energy, bumababa na din. So that's why this coenzyme Q10 is considered conditionally essential, especially for older adults and those with health concerns. So aside from that, coenzyme Q10 functions as coenzyme. Like I mentioned a while ago, no, it's similar to how most vitamins work. Okay, kasi nga it triggers cellular function. No, and at the same time, this coenzyme Q10 is fat soluble like your vitamins A, D, E, K, or ADEK. So ano ba yung role niya nito sa ating energy production? So we have this what we call mitochondria as our powerhouse of the cell. So si mitochondria is an organelle of the cell that generates the ATP or the adenosine triphosphate. So ito yung parang energy currency of the body. Kaya nagagalaw natin yung katawan natin, nagpa-function yung brain, no, even nakakapagsalita tayo, di ba? And all of those metabolic processes. And saan ba nanggaling yung energy natin? So, you know, it's because of the breaking down of food, no? Kaya napoprovide tayo ng energy. But in the cellular level, biochemically, no, inside the mitochondria, there's breaking of the chemical bonds in the food. And nagre-release siya ng electrons. So yung electrons na yon para siyang pinapasa-pasa and it is being transported to the electron transport chain. So yung analogy natin dito, paano ba nakakatulong si coenzyme Q10 in energy production? So yung ATP natin or the adenosine triphosphate is like a gasoline for a car. And ang coenzyme Q10, it acts like a pump delivering fuel to the engines. Para siyang transporter yung kanyang role dito. Ayan. So, our coenzyme Q10 is also a quality antioxidant. No, kasi nga it is found throughout the body and considered as a powerful antioxidant. No, hindi siya basta-basta. And it neutralizes free radicals. Paano? By donating or accepting electrons. Kaya nababalanse yung mga free radicals sa katawan natin. And free radicals are unstable. No? Kasi pag unstable yan, it would create this oxidative damage. So, it has to be paired with another molecule. And with this, no, pag hindi natin siya maagapan, pag ang daming free radicals sa katawan natin, oxidative stress can lead to cellular damage. Kaya naaapektuhan ng DNA, yung proteins natin, and lipids. That's why we need adequate coenzyme Q10 levels to help maintain a balance between the free radicals and the antioxidants. All right. Next is that this coenzyme Q10 is found in highest concentration sa heart, sa liver, kidneys, and pancreas. Kasi ito po yung mga organs na matataas ang metabolism and energy demand. No, think of it, no, 'di ba? Especially the heart, it pumps 24/7. Kaya kailangan niya ng more ATP, more energy. And research links coenzyme Q10 to optimal heart health. Kasi tinutulungan niyang ma-maintain ang heart health natin. Aside from that, it supports healthy muscle function, and skin. Maganda din po siya sa skin, okay? And it plays a role in cell growth and maintenance. And shuttles electrons para mag-stimulate ng cell growth, okay? And energy production. So, hindi lang siya maganda sa skin, no? But it has something to do with a healthy heart muscles natin and stimulates growth and energy production. Ayan. So, here in USANA, we have our product Coquinone 30. So USANA's Coquinone 30 contains 30 milligrams of coenzyme Q10 and 12.5 milligrams of alpha-lipoic acid per soft gel capsule. Ayan. So ano ba yung alpha-lipoic acid? So it is a form of antioxidant and it directly helps enzymes within the mitochondria para ma-convert yung glucose into energy. So together, itong mga nutrients na to, they provide a support for healthy mitochondrial function and energy production. It also helps your cells recycle coenzyme Q10. And think of that, no? Alpha-lipoic acid is also a powerful antioxidant that is both fat and water soluble. And what's good about having a lot of antioxidants in the body is that it neutralizes free radicals. And at the same time, tinutulungan niya ma-recycle yung other antioxidants para mas maprotektahan yung cells natin. Okay, so that's why we have this alpha-lipoic acid, no, sa ating product na Coquinone 30. And of course, our Coquinone 30 is mixed with medium chain triglycerides. No? It has also glycerin and lecithin. Bakit kailangan natin siya ma-mix with all of these? Because we want to boost the absorption of and bioavailability ng coenzyme Q10. And you know what? Coenzyme Q10 is fat soluble. That's why it is best absorbed ng katawan pag sinasamaan siya ng fat in a meal. So, paano natin siya iinumin? Yung daily dose ng ating USANA Coquinone 30 is, it's not just to give us a big or temporary boost of energy, like when you drink a shot of caffeine or like, espresso, ganyan. But, it's a great way to help our cells keep making the real energy that we need to fuel our healthy body every day. So we can take 1 or 2 capsules daily, preferably with food. And also, please keep out of reach of children. At pag may mga ibang kondisyon kayo, medical conditions, sakit, please consult your physician if you are okay to take this kind of supplement, lalo na pag buntis, breastfeeding, or if you are taking a prescription drug. Okay, so any of those, please ask your medical professionals. Of course, you can ask your physicians nyo, yung mga attending physicians niyo, if okay po na isama ito sa inyong mga iniinom everyday. And this is ideal for healthy adults. Ayan. So that's about it for our Coquinol 30, no, from USANA. So I hope marami po kayong natutunan from us ni James on how to manage hypertension, no? Umpisahan na po natin, wag na po nating hintayin na umabot tayo sa severe case of hypertension, no? Before po tayo gumawa ng changes sa ating lifestyle, no? Kasi
Yes, tama yan, no? Sabi ko nga kanina, empower yourself no, to prevent or to manage yung hypertension. No, sobrang critical na sa ating mga Pilipino yung pagkakaroon no, ng hypertension. No? Ayan. So, meron pa tayong announcement niya.
yes. Ayan. Go ahead. Ikaw.
Ayan, no? So, with regards dun sa ating nutrition coach, no, sa mga nakapag-opt-in, no, na po nung January, no, make sure na nakaregister po tayo dun sa QR code or sa link na pinost namin before sa aming Facebook page, no? And if nakaregister na tayo, no, continue to opt-in lang po, no, yung ating auto-order from February to March, no? And don't forget to buy, no, kahit saang doon, no, kahit anong nutrition packs,
Mhm.
no, na available sa ating office. Ayan.
Ayun. So, sa mga hindi pa po, no, uulit-ulitin natin. Sa mga hindi pa nakapag-register or nakapag-opt-in at tapos na po kayong mag-auto-order for January, no, pwede na po kayong mag-register. Pre-qualified po kayo sa ating nutrition coach program. Ayan. So,
Yes.
available po yung ating QR code. Scan nyo lang po yun at para makapag-register. And also, reminder sa mga associates natin, you can invite other associates, yung mga active ones, no? And also, please, gawin naman po nating tama yung mga ID numbers, yung ating name. Diba? Importante po yun para tama
Yes,
po yung...
especially the ID number, email, and contact
Yes.
number. No?
Para makontak kayo ng maayos, ma-receive nyo po yung mga email confirmation, 'di ba? Kung tatawagan namin kayo, tama yung mga numero. So, 'di ba? Napaka-importante po nun. So,
Yes. No? Also, announce ko lang niya, no, yung ating nutrition coach program, no, is pang-USANA only. No?
yes, true.
Sa ating distributors, no, sa ating associate and preferred customers lang ng USANA. No? Ito pong program na to is pang-USANA associates only.
Yes.
Ayan.
Yes.
And syempre, kailangan mong maging associates, no, before ka mag-join sa ating USANA nutrition coach program.
That's true, James. So, it's a reminder, it's not open to all, but exclusive for our USANA community, no? So, if you're an
Yes,
associate,
hindi siya pang
distributor,
general public, no?
oo, or
This
PC,
program is
ayun
pang-USANA lang po.
yung
Pang-USANA lang po. And
Okay.
yung mga topics, no, na meron dun sa aming USANA Nutrition Coach program is within USANA only.
Yes, that's
No?
true.
Ayan. Ayan.
Yan. So, invite pa po kayo pag may para mas masaya, mga classmates.
Yes, tama.
Magsisimula na po yung ating classes in April. Tama, James, no?
Actually, April na mag-start na tayo
Ayun.
ng ating first batch, no, nung ating nutrition coach, no. And if you have concerns or other questions, no, with regards dun sa ating nutrition coach, contact nyo lang kami ni Miss Nina Cordon, no, o yung ating customer service.
Yes, that's true. So, thank you so much, James. And hope to see you next week for another interesting topic, no? And still, we are in our heart series. Usapang
Yes.
puso pa rin po kasi it's still February.
February.
And we want to take advantage of this month, no? Kaya heart health pa rin po ang pag-uusapan natin. So, thank you
Yes,
so
tama.
much, everyone. God bless us and have a wonderful Valentine's Day.
Alright. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Alright. Now check this out. About to drop some signs.